Hello everyone, today I'm going to take you through a quick demonstration of ChatGPT and Google image copyright. So AI is an extremely hot topic right now, especially when it comes to education, and ChatGPT has been at the center of those discussions a lot of the time. It's pretty much been painted in a completely bad light, but I would argue that ChatGPT can actually be a great supplemental tool that can be very, very useful if it's used carefully. Some of the main drawbacks of ChatGPT are that it can give you incorrect information, it can write entire works for you, which leads to academic dishonesty, and if you rely on it too heavily, you're not going to gain a proper understanding of whatever material it is that you're researching for yourself. However, the main pros of ChatGPT is that it's great for brainstorming and can save you a lot of time there, and it can also save you a lot of time on the research end by providing you a really good springboard that you can then use to focus your research on. So the way that you use ChatGPT is very simple. You literally just type whatever you want into this box, and then it will generate responses for you underneath it. And over on the left side of the screen, down below where it says chats, it will save the chats for you so that you can go back and refer to them later, provided that you're logged in with an account. So let's assume I'm writing an essay about Woodstock counterculture. So I'm going to ask it, what were the major counterculture movements present at Woodstock? And it will start generating the text for me below it. So these bullet points are real quick information. These are just like tidbits basically. So this information is probably okay. You're probably not going to run into any incorrect information on something like this. But what's helpful about what it generates is these big headings which answer the question that I asked directly. So this will provide really, really good starting points for my research rather than having to start from scratch researching and get these counterculture movements myself. This saves me a lot of time to just be able to go right into the research of these counterculture movements. And let's say that I have the essay written and now it's time to come up with a title, which I'm always really, really bad at. So what are some good titles for an essay analyzing these movements as they relate to Woodstock? And then it's going to give me a pretty good list of titles here, and it will actually give them to me in different styles. So there's the analytical style, a creative style, more focused style, journalistic style. And it gives me a few from each of those, and you don't have to take one of these directly and then copy paste it into your Word document, of course, but these provide you some pretty good inspiration to come up with your own titles. And that's a really good way to use ChatGPT, is the brainstorming and being able to help you focus your research. The way you don't want to use ChatGPT is like this, where you ask it to write an essay for you, and then it writes the essay for you. So obviously this you could just copy paste directly into a Google Doc, and that would save you the most time, but you didn't learn anything. You've plagiarized an entire essay, and there's a very, very good chance that something in this enormous block of information is wrong, since none of it was fact-checked by your research. So that's a difference between the good way and the bad way to use ChatGPT. So let's say in this essay that we're writing about Woodstock, we need to have some images for it. So on Google Images, you just search Woodstock 1969, click on Images. But we can't use all of these pictures because of copyright. So to figure out which images you can use and how you can use them, you're going to click on Tools, Usage Rights, and then Creative Commons Licenses. And this will give you all of the Creative Commons images here. So I think this one's pretty good. This one has a pretty good image of the view of the crowd. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on License Details just below it, and it will bring me to a more detailed description of those license details. So attribution means that I can use this image as long as I provide credit, if I provide a link for this image, and if I make any changes to this image, I need to indicate that I made changes to the image. Share alike over here means that if I do make changes to this image, when I then go ahead and republish it, I need to provide the same license to that new image as this one, so that other people can do the same with the new image that I create. So let's pick a different image. Let's get the Woodstock poster. This one's pretty iconic. So if we click on license details here, this one takes me to public domain universal. So what this means is this doesn't have copyright attached to it. So I can use this image for commercial purposes even without needing to ask permission or provide credit to the original owner of this image. So that's just a little brief overview of ChatGPT and Google Copyright. I really hope that you were able to learn something today, and I hope that you enjoyed.